What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to our Shopify Masterclass episode number 2. Now, if you missed episode number 1, where I laid the foundation of my 5 steps that has allowed me to generate over $7.1 million and beyond with my Shopify store, then anywhere on this video, there's a link somewhere here or maybe here that you can click on it. Watch it first before you continue on in our episode, because my entire series are going to be based upon my 5-step blueprint. Now, if you love any of my video, make sure you hit the subscribe button right below and click on the notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're going to get notified right away and start diving in before anyone else gets to watch this. Now, on top of that, please leave a comment below, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any input, suggestion, or advice that can really have me providing more value to you for your business, just let me know right below. I answer every single one of them. So now let's move on to our actual episode. Now, in this episode, I want to talk about general store versus niche store. Now, this is the number one question that I always get for those of you that are starting out with Shopify. And as a matter of fact, even the existing Shopify store owners always ask me this question because they wanted to figure out if they're right on the right track or not. And that's very important for your business, right? You want to make sure that you have the foundation built properly. It's kind of like building a house. You want to get the foundation right before you start putting up the pillars, putting up the drywalls, putting the ceiling and the roof, etc., etc. And the foundation of your store really determines at the beginning. So we're going back to step number 1, which is having web present in my 5-step system. Now, with you wanting to create a Shopify store, obviously you want to say, well, what am I going to sell? What do I want to do with my store? What is my brand all about? And what do you want your customers to know of you or know when they hear your brand, so they know exactly what they're wanting to buy from you and your store? So with that, the first question that I get, general store, niche store. And the tag-on question that I always get is, which one is more profitable? So in this episode, I want to give you the pros and cons for a general store and a niche store at the same time. There's not a guaranteed or a absolute way to do all these. I'm just sharing with you my experience on which one you should go after. I'll give you the good side and the bad side of each, and the decision is really up to you. But I will give you my final recommendation later on in this video. Near the end, I will tell you what I favor most and what I share with my students a lot about when they are creating their store. So with that, let's dive right into the general store first. So for those of you that don't know what a general store is typically a store that sells all kinds of products. It can be watches, jewelries, household product, technology. So it's kind of like a department store, right? Think of it like it's Walmart or Target. When a customer goes to your website, they have the feel of you selling all kinds of products. You're not specialized or favoring a particular niche. You're basically selling everything as a whole. So that's what a general store is. Now, the advantage of having a general store is basically for those of you who seriously don't have a passion for anything, all right? I'm sure there is some sort of passion in you, but at the end of the day, you may be working 9 to 5, and all you do after work is watch some Netflix show and then go to sleep. It's fine, okay? There are going to be people like that, and obviously I want to break that mentality. I want to break that lifestyle of you and really get you into the fun of being a human. All right. So with that, let's say that, you know what, you don't know what you want to go after. You want to basically try e-commerce first. Then general store may be a good option for you, because when you're having a general store, you're not tied into a particular niche. You can sell all sorts of products. You can sell anywhere, again, from apparels, jewelry, pets product, etc., etc. So you can actually see what is really working for you and what you like. And that's obviously the advantage of really having a general store. You're simply just paying for one website one account and you have everything inside one singular account, and you're simply leveraging your time on that one single website and giving you the ability to sell all sorts of product. So that's really the good side of a general store. Now, the cons is going to be as follow. The first thing when it comes to a general store is that you may have the problem of confusing your Facebook pixel. Now, when you're creating your e-commerce store, obviously the first traffic source that you want to master is Facebook. And Facebook built their entire advertising platform and their algorithms all into their pixel. And if your store is a generic store and you sell all sorts of products, Facebook will get confused on who your actual customers are going to be. And it's going to make it more tough for Facebook to actually find these similar customers that will actually buy from your store. Now, there are some hacks and strategies that you can use for a general store to obviously bypass that problem, which is simply using custom audiences and custom purchase conversions. Now, if these are all alien language to you, go check in my Shopify, go check my YouTube account. There's going to be some information about turbocharging or supercharging your pixel with Pixabay. It will really help you out. So again, that's number one. That's the downside of having a general store. Now, the second downside is really with your back end. Now, I'm not talking about the rear of your butt, all right? I'm talking about the sales funnel back end. A lot of people just look at e-commerce or look at online business very, very short-sighted. They only look at the initial process or the initial phase of an e-commerce store. They don't really look at what's going to be going on after a customer bought from you. A lot of people are not far-sighted. They don't see the value of back-end and basically having customers or creating strategies and tactics to have those people to come back to buy from your website. And it's very important that you have it. Now, with a general store, the cons is really creating a relationship with your customers. It's just like you. If you go to Walmart or if you go to Target to buy a product or products, you're not going to build a relationship with the salesperson or the cashier. Because, again, you are trained to go to these department stores to just pick whatever products you want and leave. And wherever you find better pricing, you're going to go to that other store. Let's say Target has something on sale. You would rather go to Target over Walmart's because you haven't established that relationship. And with general store, it is going to be very hard for you to build that relationship with your customers because even your customers don't know what your focus really going to be. They're really just going to be looking for deals or latest products that they think that they can benefit from. Again, like I always say, people are selfish online. They're not going to be affected by people around them. There's no salesman, there's nothing. And they just want to basically have what's in it for me. So for a general store, if there's another general store that they found that sell the same product and selling it for a cheaper price, you are going to simply lose that customer forever because they only are going to be deal hunters. So that's why there is some kind of downfall, obviously, with a general store. Now, the only thing that you can really do to continue to build your back end for your store is to simply just give them promotional coupon, sales items, or new products released, and that's all you can really do. And that really leads to the advantage and the pros of having a niche store. With a niche store, you can simply build a relationship with your customers. Let's say that you're in the hunting niche. If a customer comes to your website and goes to your Shopify store to buy hunting gears, you know for a fact that these people are all into hunting. And if you use email marketing and obviously have email automation in place to communicate and build a relationship with these hunters and sharing your story as a hunter, guess what? You're going to get instant credibility and authority, and they will want to start establishing a relationship with you because they see you as like-minded. You're like one of them. And when that happens, obviously when you announce any products or when you basically have a new product release, people are going to listen and open your emails or open your messages far more bigger, or chances are going to be higher than simply a general store, because again, you are going to establish a relationship with them because you yourself as a hunter, you are part of the community at the same time. And in fact, when it comes to obviously a niche store, because you know who your customers are, you know their customer avatar, you know what they like, you know they love hunting, you know their demographic. What you can also do is to start diversifying your portfolio and sell digital products, because you know that these are hunters right now. Well, guess what? When you establish the relationship with them, you can basically have like products and digital products that sell like, I don't know, 101 ways to highly effective methods for you for hunting. I'm not in hunting, I'm just making it up right now. But you can actually create a digital product to sell to these hunters because you know that they are all into hunting. So you're not just focusing on physical products now, you're also giving the ability to diversify to actually go into digital products and build a relationship with your customers. And that's why a lot of people in the online world say that email is going to be the number one asset. Well, it is only if you're able to build a relationship with them. And with a niche store, you have the ability to do so at the same time. Now, obviously, you heard how great I was saying about niche store is, but at the same time, there is a cons when it comes to a niche store. And the disadvantage and the cons of having a niche store is your limitation on the product selection that you can have to go in market. Because unlike a general store where you can sell a whole bunch of different products and go into different markets and really scale horizontally, at the same time, when it comes to the niche store, you're somewhat capped because there will only be set amounts of hunting products that you can sell, right? There's still going to be a great amount of products, but at the end of the day, you're going to be limited and restricted to only sell within the hunting. Max that you can do is maybe going to camping. You can't have like technology products or selling simply jewelry to hunters because it just doesn't make sense. So the downfall for a niche store is really the fact that you're going to get limited products to sell. But all in all, at the end of the day, what I want to share with you, what I want to teach you is to actually build a brand that is sellable, that is going to be booming. And that's what I care about. So for me, what I would actually suggest is a niche store. In any of my training, I always talk about a niche store because I don't want to basically look at e-commerce in a short-sighted way. I want to basically share with you or have you have an open mind and look at e-commerce at a bigger scale, like 30,000 foot overview. Because in order for you to actually succeed or really make a lot of profits online, you don't want to focus your business on just one revenue source. And having a niche store gives you the ability to diversify. You simply start with drop shipping, find products in the hunting supply, and that is really just step number one. And when it comes to my 5-step, as you guys all recall, step number 5 under scaling, you want to basically start looking at diversifying your portfolio and going after bigger resale brands. You want to go after basically digital products. You can go after continuity program. And with a niche store, you can do that because you, again, build a community of people that are into a particular niche. And you already establish a relationship with them, so you can tell them to turn left or turn right, go straight, buy this, buy that. Niche store will give you the opportunity to do so. Now, when it comes of profitability, I do have to say, at the end of the day, it really drills down into one key factor, all right? Regardless if you're running a general store or a niche store, in order for you to really profit, especially in the initial process of your Shopify store, it drills down to one key factor, which is the product. It doesn't matter if you have a general store, doesn't matter if you have a niche store, in whatever niche you're in, ultimately, in order for you to start your business and start generating sales and profit, really drills down to the product itself. Without the products, guess what? You're not going to be able to actually get in market. And as a matter of fact, I'm not just talking about typical products. I'm talking about winning products. Products that you need to make sure that there are checklists in place to make sure that it goes in market and convert cold traffic, which is customers or visitors that don't know who you are, and give you money. So again, yes, you can go with general store, you can go with niche store. Both have different strategies, both have different plays, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it all drills down to the products. Now, here's the deal. I will be shooting a lot more videos about how to find winning products. I'll be sharing with you some of my checklists that I've been using. I will also share with you exactly what some of the data points that you wanted to look at when you are bringing that product into markets. And if you want to learn exactly step by step on how I do all these, okay, watch over my shoulder, implement what I tell you to do, and kickstart your Shopify e-commerce store, even though if you know nothing about it, seriously, right in the video description, there is a link to my 10-part free video training series, 100% free. Put in your email address and I will send you instructions on how you can actually download my video course so you can actually get started right away if e-commerce is something that you want to get started in. All right, again, video description right below, the link, I should say, is in the video description. Click on it and get started right away if you are seriously wanting to get started. And in there, I really go even more in depth about a niche store, how to find that niche, how to find your passion in order for you to actually create your first business. Now, other than that, again, general store, niche store, it's really up to you. But my preference is always going to be a niche store. And if you're like, you know what, I don't know what my niche is, you can start with general store, test the products first because you have the ability to test in different niche. Once you found product or a product line in a particular niche that is working for you, guess what? Go after a niche store, all right? Your ultimate play and your ultimate goal in order for you to build a brand and really scale up your business is going with a niche store. That's what I've been doing for my success. That's what my students have been doing at the same time. But ultimately, the decision is yours. I share with you the pros and the cons. You make that decision and let me know right into the comment box below what store you would go after and tell me why. I'm just curious, right? I want to get feedbacks because at the end of the day, I would keep telling you, I'm not God, right? I don't have answers to everything. Even me, myself, I'm learning every day. And whatever I learn, I share with you guys in my Shopify Masterclass and YouTube channel. So if you guys want to learn more, and if you guys want more of videos in my Shopify Masterclass, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel right below. Click the notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you'll get, obviously, notification. Last but not least, leave a comment below. Tell me if you guys are going to be building a general store or a niche store, or if you already have a general store or a niche store, and do share with me exactly why you made that decision. I would love your feedback, and I will look at your comments, look at your questions, and answer them. All right? So that's it for this video, guys. I look forward on seeing you in our next episode. I'll see you then. Peace out.